So how can you tell if a caller is a fraud or fake? This is Dave at AFX Search, licensed private investigators. Let's say you get a phone call, somebody says they're from your bank and they have a great offer for you for a credit card or for a line of credit or maybe to change some of the features on your accounts. How do you know it's really from your bank? Well, it's easy to just let them know you'll call them back and call back a number you know is the bank. Of course, be sure if you tell me you want to call them back, don't use the number they give you to call back, because if it is a fake, they'll have a number that'll reach right back to them. That's happened before. Make sure you call back the main number for the bank. But if you do want to not waste time with a call back and just verify that, do it efficiently, you can do reverse security questions. So let's say if you call your bank and you want to check on your bank account, they're going to ask you security questions, right? What's your pet's name? What's your first elementary school? Whatever you have set up for your security questions. You could do the same thing to a caller. You can ask them, well, before I get into telling you about myself, why don't you tell me what the last check that came out of my account was? Why don't you tell me what the address of the branch you're calling from? Why don't you tell me what the last ATM withdrawal was? So it's like a reverse security question to the bank. And if they don't know that, or if it sounds sketchy, it might be an indication that that caller might be a fraud. Of course, the most safe way is to call back a main number, but this is the way you can at least find out right then whether or not they know what you're talking about or not. You don't even have to call them back if they don't know the answers to those things. And if they do know the answers, you may want to call them back anyways, but at least it's worth the time to go through that and with that second phone call. A lot of times this phishing or this kind of fraud scheme goes to people who have accounts at large nationwide banks, Bank of America, Wells Fargo. People just call up and say, hey, I'm calling from Bank of America. I want to change your account. Because more people than not have an account at Bank of America than they do at a small local branch bank. So if you do get that phone call, make sure you don't find yourself in a situation where money's being siphoned from your bank account because you gave out information to the wrong person. If you do have questions about personal security or identity theft, you can reach us at our website at afxsearch.com.